Good morning. Choices may well be one of the most powerful tools in your parenting bag of tricks, particularly when kids won't cooperate or have a tendency to not do what's asked of them. When kids won't cooperate, give them choices. Giving choices may just be the greatest trick in our parenting bag of tricks. Parents often say to me, I just wish you had a magic wand here. Well, choices are the closest thing to magic that we have. Choices help us as parents in managing our life with our preschooler or our primary school aged child and teenage kids. Choices really do work with our young people, but also too for kids in the teen years. Essentially, choices help kids learn to manage themselves. Choices can be given where safe to do so, and when offering a choice upholds our parenting values, such as respect for others, in a way that might not be hitting or not biting or not scratching, say for preschoolers, and being kind and staying in touch and remembering to stay safe for older kids and teens. An example of a choice is simply, do you want a bath now or in 5 minutes? And when managing difficult behaviour, you might say to a child, you have two choices. Eat your dinner or go straight to bed. You choose. For older kids, you could say something like, you can come home at the agreed time or stay home. It's your choice. Choices work really well because it's a win-win solution. You are happy as you're offering a choice that you're okay with, and kids are happy as they're picking the one that's okay with them, the choice that's okay with them, or more okay with them. Kids are choosing, so you're avoiding a battle. The child feels they have a choice and some power and autonomy, although it's within your parameters. No one likes to be made to do anything. And with choices, kids cooperate because they feel they can choose. So how do you use this magic tool? We give limited choices. Make them as appealing as possible to your child, but only include choices that you're okay with and that are acceptable for you. For younger kids and for kids who are easily overwhelmed, an either or choice works really well here. So an example of this might be, it's time for bed. Do you want to choose a book for yourself, or do you want me to choose the book for you? We could say to a child, do you want the apple or a pear? Do you want the red socks or the blue? You choose. These examples can be used with putting on seatbelts, putting on shoes, and can be dealt with and used with most things that kids need to do in times of transition. Choices can be used to help kids learn to self-regulate and to manage themselves. An example of this might be saying to a child, as soon as your homework is done, I'm going to help you make that Easter hat you want to make. It's your choice, but I know you're keen to make this as soon as you can. For an adolescent, it might be a statement such as soon as you've cleaned your room, I'll be really happy to take you to the shops. It's your choice, but I know you're keen to see your friends. These examples give your child or young person the choice to procrastinate on homework or cleaning the room, but you're helping to motivate them to do the things they have to do quickly with the promise of something they're looking forward to when it's done. Choices can get more complicated as kids get older. So if your child's saying to you, Mum, I don't want to do soccer, you could use choice to help them come up with alternatives and uphold what's important to you. So for example, you could say to a child, you can quit soccer if you want, but what physical activity or sport do you think you would rather do or rather try? Because you need to choose one physical thing to do each week. Such choices give your kids autonomy to make their decisions and to have some agency while still cooperating with the task asked of them. Choices also can teach kids consequences. So for a child, for example, that's not really wanting to practice their violin and they've got a violin exam coming up, you could say to your child, your violin exam is coming up. Extra practice will help you to feel more confident, but that's your choice. Don't, as a parent, offer choices you can't live with, of course. If you aren't willing to let your child fail the exam, you might need to help them structure their practice effectively. Remember, you can use choices here. Choices given with empathy makes them even more powerful. You know, empathy helps the child feel understood. And when kids are less upset, they're less resistant. And that means they're more likely to actually be able to make the choice and to move on. You might think of choices as a little bit of parenting magic. Instead of meeting your child's resistance with force, which ultimately creates fights and power struggles and scratchy and upset parent-child interactions, you set parameters that you are happy with, and you affirm your child's right and their desire to have some control. So herein lies the magic. You end up with a happier, more cooperative child who knows you're on their side, who gets really, really good at making healthy choices, and your relationship remains strong and connected. Choices give us so many more tools in our parenting bag of tricks. Like with anything, this strategy takes a little practice. That said, I would say to you, have fun practicing and playing around with the idea of choices. I'm confident that this will bring a little bit of magic and plenty of calm to your relationship with your child. Please, like this video and share it and follow me. And I will follow up with lots of hopefully interesting stories and information for you in the coming weeks and months.